Hi Scorpio, welcome to your October 2022 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, these readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember, the reason I say that you should watch at least your sun and your ascendant for these is because whenever I'm talking about the lunations and the astrology, you really do want to be looking at your ascendant. It's going to be the most accurate, and then to a lesser degree, but still very relevant, your sun and your moon. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So, if you are celebrating this month, a happy damn birthday to you. I truly hope you celebrate and I hope you have a wonderful solar return. So remember, you want to fill the day of your birthday with a little bit of everything that you want the whole year ahead to have in it for you. You're imprinting the universal energies with all of the things that you want to welcome into your life. That's going to be your first card for your week, for your weeks. So yeah. Celebrate well. For your actions and interactions with the world at large, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. You're in the money. All right, so this could be a great month for your finances or your resources. For a lot of you, it does look like you're establishing some new financial baseline. I love this, especially if you are planning to buy a home, anything where you're trying to do something with property or stuff like that. This month, you could get really solid information, or you could have your sights set on something and it's like you can see now finally how this is actually going to take place. The other thing with the 10 of Pentacles, this month you are establishing yourself in some way, shape or form. It's like you're solidifying something that you've been working on or towards for some time, and you are really standing, like whatever you're doing, it's going to stand the test of time. I love this for you, and especially because it's in your actions and interactions. Scorpios are not superficial people. In fact, they can't do it. It's one of the reasons that everybody's like, oh, they're so intense. And it's not that they're intense. They just can't do surface stuff. That doesn't mean that they are adverse to wealth, money, resources, or abundance. Trust me, honey, they know how to get that coin. That is one of the beauties of this sign. It really does have a juxtaposition energy. Now, that being said, I don't know, it's like this month you're making some kind of financial power player move. I'm like, oh yeah, Scorpio, get that mogul energy, that big mogul energy. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Ace of Wands. Look at this with the 10 of Pentacles. For those of you that are writing books, for those of you that have finally figured out what it is that you want to say, start this month, all right? Do that work this month. And the reason I say this is because once Mercury comes out of the sign of Virgo, it's going to come into the sign of Libra. This for you is very powerful because it means Mercury, the planet of thought, mind, communication, is moving through your house of the spirit world, of the other world, of the world that is intangible or beyond us. This could be a month where you are channeling some divine guided energy or wisdom. You're getting an insight into something that, like, I got goosebumps, like you're getting an insight into something that really could be a foundation or a cornerstone of something that you go on to create that could be truly wonderful, not only for you, but also for the world. In terms of communication this month, this is not one of those months where you can do that Scorpio thing that you like to do, which is hide and be behind the scenes and, you know, pull the levers and the gears from behind the curtain. There is none of that this month. You have to be out there. You have to be communicating. You've got to be seen. You've got to be vocal. You need to be having fun, interacting with people. This is not a week. This is not a month for you to sit behind the scenes, all right? Get out there into the world, especially as we come into Scorpio season, because at that point the sun is going to be highlighting you. With that said, when it comes to the work sphere or the work or the profession, look at this. This is a new idea or a new way of making money, potentially a new way of making money that has something to do with something that's bigger than you, something that is more community based, or something that is a bit more progressive or out there potentially to what you're used to or the way that you're used to working. For your heart and half sector, you've got the Empress card. So for those of you that are partnered, married, in long-term commitments, especially with that Ace of Wands, Scorpio, I mean, gosh, you make me blush. If you're partnered, this is going to be a very amorous month. This is going to be a very sexually charged energy. It's going to be, I mean, I'm seeing sexting. I'm seeing, you know, those little flirtatious, touchy moments in public that are a little, not so much like PDA sort of stuff, because I'm not one of those people either. But you know, like when you kiss your partner's neck somewhere that you're outside and it's like you have to think about something else or whatever. This could be that kind of thing. There's a really beautiful, very sexy, sensual, like the words that you're using with each other. There's a real nice connection in that regard. When it comes to those of you that are single, if you're looking to get out there and mingle, you've got options, okay? Like, and who doesn't like to have options? This is great. I think this could be a really lovely month for all around. And then for your money and materials, you've got the Page of Wands. So because you've got the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, they have a very similar energy. You really are doing something deeply creative, but on top of that, you're really passionate about this. And whatever it is that is driving you from that sort of deep, sort of, intuitive, energetic, passionate spark, it really is helping you secure or make some kind of big financial power play move this month. I'm excited. I really am. I just think this could be so great for you guys. So for the first week of the month, you have the Strength card. That was your card that jumped out. And you've got, look at the Strength card with the Ten of Pentacles. If there were ever a power play move being made, that first week of the month looks like it could be so. I'm going to be really honest with you. This could be something that really is either a challenge for you, or it challenges you to change your thinking in some way, shape or form. So this could be something that really helps adapt your not maybe change your decision, like it won't change your decision, but it will definitely help you adapt or change your approach. For your second week of the month, you've got the Hanged Man. So look, right, the Hanged Man is a very deeply spiritual card. If you've been with me long enough as well, you'll know, because this is Neptunian energy. It's connected to radio, TV, film, guest spots, podcasts, all of those kinds of things. With the Ace of Wands, that's you creating something. This is, and again, this could be an invite to a show. It could be a guest spot on TV. It could be anything that really amplifies and broadens your message in some way. If you're employed by somebody else, maybe they come to you and say, oh, we're making a trailer, or we want pictures for the website for this, that, and the other. This could be where you really get involved with it. This could be lovely. For your third week of the month, you have the Sun card. Look at that, right? As we come into Scorpio season, you have the Sun card literally entering your sign with your lady Venus, right? Because the Empress is Venus, which is, no, sorry. I don't know why I was thinking of Libra for a second then. But either which way, for those of you that are single, this is highlighting to you that actually there are many options for you. It's potentially a time where you are seen as very alluring, very sexy, very sensual. You could notice that there was, you're turning more heads than you usually do. For those of you that are partnered or married, I just love this. Because it's like you and your partner are deeply connected. You and your partner are really seeing or feeling each other. Lush, what more do you want? For your fourth week of the month, you have the Hermit. All right, so this with the Page of Wands, this project has an explosive beginning, right? It's going to go bang. You're going to feel it. You're going to be so excited about it, possibly a little bit scared, but you're going to be feeling all the feels, all the things, all the time. And then as we get to the end of the month, that all kind of slows down a bit, right? And so at this point, You get to see what maybe needs to be adjusted. You get to see, okay, if this is really going to survive or stand the test of time, what do I need to do now? It could also be a time where some of you are spending time alone or pulling back from the world in some way. Remember, the Hermit card is about withdrawing from the world so that you can hear your own inner voice speak. So I suggest that this, this 4th week of the month, you could be doing that, but you definitely got a highlight point as we come into the 1st week of the month. Now, for your lunations, we have a new moon solar eclipse in your sign. If you are an ascendant Scorpio, this is a big deal for you because it's going to be your body, your physical self, your identity, your mind. It's kind of like everything that makes up you is found in the first house, but it's also, the first house is also how you initiate things, how you push things out into the world. And so because you've got a new moon solar eclipse in this sign, I believe that when we have something happen in the first house, obviously, we're not gods, but when something happens in your first house, I do believe that you have a modicum of control over which way it goes, right? So it's kind of like you can say, yes, you know what, something about me, my life, my body, my outlook, my image, all of those things is going to change. I'd like it to go in this direction, all right? So use it. You've got agency, you've got a mind, you've got power, you're a Scorpio, you've got plenty of power, right? But yes, you absolutely do. So you've got the gate 59 and intimacy. I mean, look, there's not going to be any shortage of that, whether you're single, whether you're partnered, whatever your partnered situation is, if you're, monogamous, if you're polyamorous, whatever the case may be. Intimacy is something that you will not be short of this month. And a big part of that is this energy, right? You yourself are alluring and sexy and you're naturally mysterious anyway. But this month you are more magnetic than you are usually, right? So this new moon solar eclipse, I think, is also going to show you, because this card isn't just about like the intimacy that we know in that regard. It's also about the intimacy that we feel about getting into bed with life. What do you love enough to, want to push up on? For those of you, and then when it comes to the 9th of October, you have the full moon in the sign of Aries, which for you is in your 6th house. Now, Aries is your sibling sign because both of you are ruled by Mars. Certainly in ancient astrology anyway, so this is a big deal. It's an energy that you can somewhat work with or at least understand relatively well. Because you've got a full moon happening in that place, it really is highlighting, again, your physical body is found in the 6th house as well. It's how you maintain or care for your physical self. The fact that you're having 2 activations, one, because an eclipse will unpack over 3 to 6 months, sometimes 6 to 12 months, depending on how powerfully it's impacting your chart or something in the chart. Now, that being said, the 6th house, like I said, it's your day-to-day habits, your routines, your rituals. It's how you brush your teeth, what you brush your teeth with. It's what you feed yourself. It's, yes, that's 2nd house as well and 4th house as well, believe it or not. But this is like how you really maintain your physical self. Because you're having 2 activations in spaces that speak to the body, this is a month for you to really pay attention to and look after your physical health and vitality. The other thing with the full moon in the 6th, this could be highlighting for some of you as well. This could be a completion or a culmination of a project with work that you're ready to bring out into the world. It could be a time where you're revealing something big through your work, or an experience is culminating or completing with or through your work. And for this, you've got the gate 19 and sensitivity, and there you've got the butterfly, right? What is a butterfly? The butterfly is the peak of the experience, right? From the larvae right through to the caterpillar and the chrysalis, and then the final product is the butterfly. This sensitivity energy then speaks to you really understanding a process and the not just the time, but the unfolding of a process. So this full moon, it's like you're going to be able to zoom out and see something in its totality and say, wow, you know what? I took that from here right through to here. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. It looks like you will. Take care, and I'll see you soon.